sleep is wonderful. Why should we be persuaded to get more sleep? Well, I'll tell you why. Imagine you're in a situation where you're in an important business meeting, or maybe even you're in an interview that will get you a job that will make you set for life. But because you didn't have enough sleep, you're groggy at the interview or at the meeting, and because of that, you can't really persuade your fellow coworkers in the meeting, and you can't get your point across, or you fail to get the job. Which is, you don't want that to happen. Well, most people don't get enough sleep because of many factors, such as such as stress from an office or school-related environment, or maybe insomnia. Now, sleep deprivation at the early stages can be somewhat of an annoyance, but if prolonged, it could be serious. All right, so what sleep does for you is that it kind of restarts your brain in the sense that your brain uses the chance when you're sleeping to process information or store memories, right? And according to NIH.gov, lack of sleep impairs reasoning, problem solving, and attention to detail, amongst other factors. Another thing that sleep can do for your body is it can help replenish your body's well-being, like maybe healing physical wounds, maybe some injuries or bruises that you sustained throughout the day. When you're sleeping, the process of regeneration is quicker than normal. And according to WebMD.com, while you sleep, your brain triggers the release of hormones that encourage tissue growth. And so if you don't get enough sleep, that process might be, hindered a bit, and because of that, maybe your broken arm or whatever might last a bit longer than you want to. All right, now that we know a little about sleep deprivation, why don't we go on to the causes? So, some of the causes that you might not get enough sleep is because of the stress that you're going through. I know. In the case of me, I have a lot of work to do. Right, I have to maybe prepare for this presentation that I'm doing, or maybe even right now an essay for my English class. So because of that, the stress keeps me up at night, and I just get, that might lead to insomnia, which is the medical condition where you just can't get enough sleep whatsoever. And according to MayoClinic.org, possible causes of insomnia are stress, anxiety, depression, poor sleep habits, or a change of environment, such as maybe, besides insomnia and stress, another thing that might affect women in their older years are hormone changes. Because some women who are in their older years might go through menopause, right? And because of that, their hormones are whack, pretty crazy. And according to sleepfoundation.org, the shifting of ratios of hormones can be an upsetting process, sometimes contributing to the inability to fall asleep. All right. Well, now that we know a little bit more about maybe why you can't get enough sleep, we should now look to solve this problem. All right. Some things you can do to get more sleep are sticking to a sleep schedule. You know how sometimes when you go to sleep at a certain time in bed, right, and then you always wake up at the same time? That's because of your sleep schedule. A sleep schedule can develop a natural alarm clock, which is pretty healthy. And in case you can't really stick to a sleep schedule, you can always take naps to fix that a little. But naps in this case can be a double-edged sword, because when you take naps, it's best to take 10 to 20-minute naps so that you won't go into the deeper stages of sleep. But if you take maybe an hour or 2-hour nap, and you wake up from there, since you're pretty much in that really deep stage of sleep, you feel really groggy. Now, according to sleepfoundation.org, naps can leave people with sleep inertia, which is especially when they last more than 10-20 minutes. Sleep inertia is defined as the feeling of grogginess and disorientation that can come with awakening from a deep sleep. And also napping can also have a negative effect on other sleeping periods. A long nap, or a nap taken too late or too early, too late in the day, may adversely affect the length and quality of nighttime sleep. If you have trouble sleeping at night, a nap will only amplify problems. Well, besides sticking to a sleep schedule, you can always do maybe something that will make your body get into the zone, like in that sleeping zone. In this case, those are bedtime rituals. A bedtime ritual is maybe, an example of a bedtime ritual would be drinking a glass of warm milk, or maybe listening to some white noise. For those who don't know what white noise is, those are noises which are soothing to the body, like rain, like the pitter-patter of rain, or maybe the sound of a rushing waterfall. And according to MayoClinic.org, creating a bedtime ritual can promote better sleep by easing the transition between wakefulness and drowsiness. All right, now that we know the problems of sleep deprivation, the causes of sleep deprivation, and the solutions to it, it's time to close this speech. All right, so to sum up, because maybe you can't get enough sleep because of stress or insomnia, or in some cases your age, and to fix this, you could try to maybe get, but sometimes some people can get used to insomnia in some cases, or just try establishing a sleep schedule while all else fails. All right, and that's it.